Our lives are driven by the concept of time. Both science and the ancient mystics tell us that time is just a concept, an illusion, a construct of the mind, but still the concept of time rules every our action. Our hopes, fear, and most important, creates what we call the self. Because it's only by creating a past and a future that the universe around us starts making sense. And it's in that story that our sense of self is born. Time is like a super glue keeping our story in order while we navigate the world around us. What would be the perception of ourselves if we go beyond our stories? What is the I without time? Mystics have said that we have never experienced the world. All we perceive are the sensations in the now, which are then connected to memories, which in turn give rise to stories. And these stories of suffering, hope, or sorrow, existing only in relation to time, take us further away from what is in a vicious circle. From the science perspective, time is a very interesting topic, and one that physics have never come to terms with. Like if you put an atomic clock, the most precise clock known in our universe, if you put him on a supersonic plane, it is apparent that time is moving at a different speed. As Einstein said, time is relative. Modern physics, once they go beyond the Planck scale, they can no longer locate time. So it seems clear that we take time for granted, at least as much as we take our sense of I for granted. And one is closely dependent on the other. Einstein, for once, found solace in his revolutionary sense of time. In March 1955, when his lifelong friend Michele Basso died, he wrote a letter to Basso family. Now that he has departed from this strange world a little ahead of me, that means nothing. People like us, who believe in physics, know that the distinction between past, present, and future is only a stubbornly persistent illusion. Is really time moving forward? Or it's our perception that makes it to appear like that? In another occasion, Einstein also said, the only reason for time to exist is so that everything does not happen at once. I guess now it's time for a disclaimer. Let's be very clear. The concept of time is very useful, but by deconstructing it, we can get support in our attempt to deconstruct the sense of I. All that being aware that also the sense of I is a very useful tool to be able to function in this world. At the Science and Nonduality Conference 2011, we will explore the concept of time from all angles, from spiritual tradition to modern science, psychology to philosophy. It will be a journey beyond time. Please mark your calendar and be there on October 19. Don't be late, because be aware that the fact that time is just an illusion will not be accepted as a valid excuse.